Fans and celeb chasers alike were enthralled with Hulu's season 1 of The Kardashians. However, even the casual Kardashian watcher would have noticed that major Kardashian-Jenner life events were noticeably absent from the show. Here's a look at all the moments Hulu hid from the viewers. Khloe telling it like it is. In the season finale of The Kardashians, it was revealed that Tristan not only cheated on Khloe, the proof literally in a court document, but in fact impregnated the woman on whom he had the discrepancy with. It's a tough episode to watch for fans of Khloe and people who can empathize with human emotion. However, there was one major moment Hulu cut out. Khloe was recorded saying that she no longer wants to have anything to do with the men in her life that have traumatized her. And why does her family put up with these traumatizing men? And while this moment is both cathartic and necessary for people following the journey that was the Khloe-Tristan union, Hulu decided against showing the people what they want. While producer Ben Winston has stood by his stance of saying the Kardashian-Jenners, or Kardashians for the people in the know, have final say on what gets aired. Khloe herself tweeted that she was disappointed that they left her speech out. In the battle of who's telling the truth, Kardashian or major media conglomerate, the truth is somewhere in between. As long as that in-between makes the result way more financially viable. Kourtney's engagement. The PDA-packed union of Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, aka Kravis, has been a paparazzi dream come true since the two were caught touching tongues. However, despite how fast and furious Kourt and Travis's love journey may seem, it culminated in this season of Hulu's The Kardashians with a romantic beach surprise engagement. However, despite the true joy the happy couple felt, Kourtney couldn't help but be frustrated with the final edit of the engagement episode, where the producers chose to cover Kourtney's ex, Scott Disick's jealous sadness.
I'm watching the edits and we're just so annoyed.
And I'm with Kourtney on being frustrated with this editing choice, because it's time to watch her thrive as opposed to watching Scott claim he loves her and then kiss someone in the canes. Move on, Scott! Where was Pete? Tabloid magazines rejoiced on high upon the discovery of Kim Kardashian dating Saturday Night Live star Pete Davidson. And while Kim is very transparent about all of the ups and downs of her love life on the show, Pete himself was noticeably absent.
Pete has got to be the best human being I've ever met.
However, this was neither a producer choice or a Kardashian choice, since Pete was the one to bow out. Kim explaining that it is something that he just doesn't do. However, to satiate fans a bit, Pete's voice did make an appearance in the post-credit sequence at the end of the season finale of the Hulu show.
Not more than you.
And while the content he engages with is a little too NC-17 to repeat on here, let's just say Kim and Pete are definitely couple status official. Where in the world was the mention of Astroworld? The Kardashians are very used to making headlines, but the concert tragedy that occurred at Travis Scott's Astroworld event was most definitely swept under the proverbial rug. While the show attempted to distract viewers when Kendall and Kylie were noticeably absent from momager Kris's birthday party, the show claimed Kendall was in Miami and that Kylie was just classic Kylie and MIA. Legal reasons are most likely the reason for the cover-up, but it would have been authentic and meaningful to acknowledge the tragic event. Blac Chyna legal woes. In 2021, Robert Kardashian Jr.'s former partner and the mother of his child sued the rest of the Kardashian clan, claiming that the cancellation of her and Rob's reality show was malicious and cost her millions of dollars. While she was very much unable to prove any of that in a court of law, the cameras of season 1 of the Kardashians also never covered the case. However, according to E! Entertainment Channel, season 2 of the Hulu show will release some info regarding this case. Cameras were rolling, but the producers felt that they didn't have enough of the story to make it into season 1. Personal boundaries. While it has been insisted on and stated that the Kardashians and Jenners get final say of what is shown in the show, the producers are very aware of the family's personal boundaries. And while some scenes may have to be cut for legality reasons, such as the Blac Chyna messiness, a lot gets left on the cutting room floor to make the family feel some sort of privacy. Scott and Pete's budding friendship. While it doesn't look like Scott Disick will be warming up to Kourtney's new hubby Travis anytime soon, it has been revealed on the socials that Scott is quite enamored with Kim's BF Pete Davidson. And while this wasn't featured on the show, assuming due to Pete's disinterest in being filmed, the match makes sense. Scott was always a jokester, and it's nice that he's finally found someone he gets along with who isn't 19 years old. The Kylie of it all. While Kylie has long had struggles with fame, there was promise of featuring Kylie's personality on this season. And while fans were treated to a bump watch and mother and daughter time, Kylie hardly factored in during the season. It may have been due to her pregnancy and due to the Astroworld tragedy. Whatever the reason, here's hoping to more Kylie in the new seasons and the release of her new baby's name, please and thank you. Reshoots galore. While this season did its best to seem like it's the most authentic version of the Kardashians yet, what the family didn't tell the viewers is that not everything happened in real time. And while it's obvious that real life to TV can occasionally get lost in translation, what's more obvious is seeing a future date on Kris Jenner's phone while pretending to still be in 2021. Who gets the final say? While producer extraordinaire Ben Winston claims the Kardashians and Jenners know exactly what goes on the cutting room floor, he also added that he adds in certain scenes, like Kourtney being uncomfortable with the editing of her engagement to give a sense of reality to this reality show. Whatever this contradiction means, it definitely means more viewership for Hulu. This has been an in-depth look at all the juice that Hulu left loose from the Kardashians. Were there any moments you wish you could have seen? Comment and let the Things Reality know. Don't forget to like and subscribe.